Today, anyone can open their phone and instantly see what day it is. For example, Wednesday. Millions of other people in different countries will see that same date, but there is no sign in nature that says Wednesday. The Earth has no idea that today is Wednesday. So how did humans decide what day it is, and why did almost the entire world agree on the same answer? The first humans appeared around 300,000 years ago. Even back then, people noticed one simple pattern. After every night, the sun rose again. That is how the first unit of time, the day, was born. At first, that was enough. People did not plan events months in advance. But over time, a problem appeared. If you can easily say that something happened 3 days ago, how do you remember that it happened 100 days ago? People needed a way to measure longer periods of time. So people turned their attention to the moon. It changed its appearance in a regular pattern. First, it was a thin crescent, then it grew larger, became a full circle, and gradually disappeared again. One complete cycle lasted a little more than 29 days. That is how a larger unit of time than a day appeared, the month. For a while, this was enough. People could say that an event would happen in 2 lunar cycles, or that a certain festival would take place in 1 month. But after the rise of agriculture, mistakes in the calendar became dangerous. Farmers needed to know when to plant crops, when to expect the rains, and when to harvest. The problem was that 12 lunar cycles are not equal to 1 full solar year. Such a calendar slowly falls out of sync with the seasons. Because of this, some civilizations even added an extra month from time to time. This was not a major problem as long as people lived far apart. But as cities, trade, armies, and kingdoms developed, a reliable calendar became essential. Rulers needed to set tax collection dates. Merchants had to agree on delivery schedules. Then, in ancient Rome, a calendar was introduced that changed everything, although it was still not perfectly accurate. In 46 BC, Julius Caesar decided to reform the system. Under the new rules, most years had 365 days, while about every 4th year had 366 days. The extra day was necessary because the Earth's journey around the sun takes slightly more than 365 days. This calendar became known as the Julian calendar. It was so practical that it was used across many parts of the world for more than 1,000 years. But even it had a small mistake. The Julian year was just slightly longer than the actual solar year. Over a single year, the difference was almost impossible to notice. However, over many centuries, those extra minutes added up to entire days. Once again, the calendar slowly drifted away from the seasons. In 1582, the system was corrected once more. That is when the Gregorian calendar was introduced, the calendar used by most of the world today. The leap year rule was made more accurate, and the accumulated error was fixed in a very unusual way. 10 calendar dates were simply skipped. October 4th was immediately followed by October 15th. People did not lose 10 real days. The numbers on the calendar were simply adjusted to match the Earth's movement around the sun again. However, different countries adopted the new calendar at different times. Some switched quickly, while others continued using the old system for many years. Great Britain and its American colonies did not adopt the Gregorian calendar until 1752. There, September 2nd was immediately followed by September 14th. But the date is only one part of the question. People also had to decide why today is, for example, Monday instead of Thursday. The 7-day week developed over many centuries and spread through religions, trade, and powerful empires. The 7 days were linked to the celestial objects that ancient people could see without telescopes: the sun, the moon, and the 5 known planets. You can still see this in the English names of the days. Sunday is literally connected to the sun, while Monday is connected to the moon. Most of the other English day names come from Germanic and Norse gods. For example, Thursday is named after Thor. But there also had to be a place where crossing an invisible line would change not only the time, but also the date. That is how the International Date Line was created. It runs mostly through the Pacific Ocean. Crossing it in one direction adds a day, while crossing it in the other direction takes you back to the previous date. Because of this, 2 islands located relatively close to each other can be living on different calendar days. The Earth does not know what day it is. It simply keeps rotating, just as it did long before humans ever existed. But it took humanity thousands of years, careful observations of the sky, several calendar reforms, and one invisible line across the Pacific Ocean, so that almost everyone on Earth could look at a phone and see a simple, shared answer.